welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go with them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, I'm going to go over a story titled, I, a 33-year-old male, found my wife of 10 years' secret boy toy help. And guys, this is about a guy who's married 10 years. He's only early 30s. That means that he got married real young. And he got married before he went to the military. In other words, she's a military wife. And recently, after a period of time where things seem a little strange with her behavior, hiding her phone, sneaking away to be on the phone, this guy opens her phone and opens Pandora's box, if you will, of information. Turns out she has a boy toy, if you will, and they are definitely up to no good. And I do mean some graphic stuff here. And this guy, who completely never expected her to do this, is heartbroken, shocked, and definitely, trying to process this whole thing. And you're going to see, guys, that this guy, although I'm going to guess probably as a decent guy, but has been way too nice with his wife, puts way too much stock in her, puts her on the pedestal, and this is what he gets. And now he's obviously debating on what to do with her, and you're going to see that, well, she wasn't exactly forthcoming about all the details here, or very apologetic. And it goes to show you guys, when someone's like this, not to mention cheating, it's time to cut them loose. But some guys, they sadly just can't accept that their reality is not what it is and have to go through a whole lot. And so I'm going to go through this one here, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. And hopefully, with my video here as well as the comments, will help this guy on the right path here. But, oh man, does she disrespect him in some of the worst possible ways. He says, I, a 33-year-old male, found out that my wife of almost 10 years, a 31-year-old female, was having a little affair. I'm so broken over it. I don't know what to do. I'll be sure as I can, but I'm sorry in advance for rambling. So they got married when she was 21 and he was 33. She was 21 and he was 23. My wife and I have been together for almost 11 years, married for almost 10. We got together before I went into the military. We have 2 kids together, an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. This is another example. Don't get married before you go in the military, or when you're in the military. Wait till you get out. Too many of these stories out there about these guys being cheated on left and right. I trust this woman with everything. She's my rock. She's my world. Smack, smack, smack. Guys, you can never make your girlfriend or wife your world, your rock. Trust her fully, completely. The guys that do that, they end up very badly hurt. No. I have a lot of issues within myself, and she's been there for me through everything. I don't deserve her, but I love her so much. Smack. Again, that attitude. I don't deserve her. She's so above me. Bro, you're just setting yourself up. Lately, she's been acting very suspicious. I never had a reason to doubt anything about her. She's always been honest. However, lately she's been acting shady. Oh, people don't just suddenly become devious, sneaky, manipulative a-holes. This guy's just been fooled. Like she's been hiding something. She would disappear in the garage for a long time to vape. I don't want it in the house. Funny enough, she tried quitting vaping at least 4 times this year. Every time I open the door to go in, she'll quickly change her apps or just lock her phone. Dude, what does that say? Curiosity got the better of me, and I went looking. I know she was logging out of Instagram every night before she'd go to sleep. Who does that? If you have Instagram, you don't have to log out because there shouldn't be anything suspicious. Unless you're getting messages and you're communicating with someone that you don't want your better half to find out about. Fast forward, one day we were getting the kids ready for bed. I was helping the oldest with his shower, and she was helping the youngest with his bath. She walked downstairs and left her phone. So I caved, grabbed her phone, and locked myself in our bathroom, and I snooped, and I found it. So much for the wife that he trusts completely, who's his rock, everything in the world, blah, blah, blah. She came back up, knocked, and asked if I had her phone. I said yes. I opened the door, and she said, who is such and such? She lost it, screamed at me, yelled at me, and she cussed at me. She shoved me in the back corner of the bathroom and blocked any possible way I had out. She's screaming at you and physically shoved you against the wall? Yeah, that ain't good. Situation was reversed. I did that to her. How do you think that would end? It would end with the police showing up and him being put in the patrol car and off to the local holding cell. Yeah, not good. This is when you already should be thinking about the bigger picture, my friend. I tried to remain calm as I could. She kept begging for her phone, and I said no. Why do you think she's acting this way? Well, This went on for the better part of 30 minutes. And despite our kids coming up and asking why we're arguing, she kept saying, "I'll just go back home with my mom." Mind you, we live 6 hours away from where we grew up. Finally, I told her that I'm going through the messages alone. She very reluctantly said, "Okay," because she knew the jig was up. I went through messages and my heart sank. Look how she's behaving. We finally talked about it. I told her I wanted everything, every last detail that she had. I told her that I don't know. I told her that, and she said, "I don't know. I was stupid. I made a mistake. I wasn't thinking." They were all not answers. She told me she met him at the vape shop. Remember how she disappeared for the long time to vape? He asked her for her Instagram, and she gave it, and they started chatting. I don't know where he's from. He mentioned Hungary a few times, but his English was not great. Well, there you go. Again, remember how this guy made out to be that she's the greatest thing since sliced bread, his rock, his whole world, all that? Married in the military? Do you think this is her first rodeo? I seriously doubt it. Probably when he was deployed, she's probably having fun. Look, at this point, you have to expect that. Anyway, it came out that she went to go visit him regularly. A couple times he told her to come in through the back door. He'd probably want to do other things with her back door. One day while I'm at work and kids at school, she goes. They hug, they kiss, and he puts her hand on his package. One thing leads to another, and she's servicing him, not a dry one, and she would use spit. This is what she's admitting, or is this what he got through the text messages? I'm sure she's doing way more than just taking care of him with her hand. When she felt like he wasn't getting the right pleasure, she'd get more spit. Yes, this is what he's writing, guys. I'm giving the details here. This is why I call this channel They Did What. When she felt he wanted more, she'd play with his other parts. She took her shirt off, exposing her bra. She popped her boobs out for him. He never touched himself, only she did. When he shot his load, she made sure it was all over her boobs. The story goes on, and she cleaned up, got a free vape, and left. Well, at least she got a free vape out of this. Okay. She was working for it. Yeah, dude, it's over. She's a piece of garbage. And she had the nerve to yell and scream at this guy and shove him into the corner. Those poor kids, they didn't know what's going on. She tells me she was uncomfortable the entire time. Yeah, Even though she willingly went there, met with a guy, pulled her shirt off, took care of him, all that. Yeah, uncomfortable my butt. She was loving every minute of it. She tells me she did it just to get it over with so I could leave. My wife is a feminist. She doesn't act like one. Well, then again, she does act like one in the sense that she's like, I can do anything a man can do. Strong and empowered, cheating. If I ever touched her or suggested something like that she didn't like, it was always a hard stop, which is fine. If she stops me when she's uncomfortable, why did she do that to this guy to completion if she's so uncomfortable? Because this guy does it for her. Because this guy probably doesn't make her out to be his whole world. It's terrible this is happening to this guy telling the story here, but clearly this guy has made a lot of mistakes. It sounds to me, he could be a tough military guy, but usually the military guys are the biggest clueless, let's be honest, nice guy, blue pill, may I dare say SIMPs out there when it comes to their women. And she just lost all respect for him. And also, she's just naturally just a cheater. Now it begs the question, are those kids his? What else? It says here, she said she hated every second of it. Based on messages, I don't think that's the case at all. She says she had no idea of the intentions, and she had zero intentions of doing anything. But who goes into a vape shop through the back door just to chill? She knew what was going on. Again, she's lying to you like before. I told her I wanted her to go with me to the vape shop and tell the guy she's busted, and that she has a husband. He knows she has kids, but I was always referred to as their father. This guy you can't believe the things she's saying. Ultimately, we agreed that she'd call via Instagram video message and tell him what happened. It took me hours to get her to do this, because I'm convinced she has feelings for him. I let her talk to me out of reporting him. He mentioned that he'd get sent back home, because as she said, I'm convinced she has feelings for the guy. She did. She blocked him. Okay, so it sounds like he's in this country illegally? Yeah, report his ass. It's the least you can do. I can't stop thinking about this. Every time we discuss it, more and more new details emerge. She's still hiding things from me, and I have to dig them, get them out. Bro, at this point, now, I'm not sure if he's still in the military or not. Now, if he's still in the military, Obviously, it's a different ball game from what I'm told with regards to divorce and all that, and guys really get screwed. But regardless, this guy's got to find out his options. He can't be with her. I've slept about maybe 10 hours in the last 4 days. We had a discussion last night about why I felt so defiled. What do you think, lady? One of my favorite S-word things is seeing her on her knees, waiting for me to finish in her. I never knew this until the first time it happened. However, long ago. Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't happen very often because she has no respect for you and she's busy getting her kicks someplace else. So in my mind, I've always had this additional deep physical connection with her that I had with no other person before. It was a euphoric feeling to me because I had never had this experience of finishing on a partner while they were on their knees in front of me. Yeah, you're into that. So it's real smack in the face to him that she's doing this to this other guy willingly. She knows this. It's her way of punishing her husband for probably, in her mind, being weak, being too nice. Who knows? I told her that it's ruined for me now because she let the guy she's been talking to for just a couple weeks do the exact same thing for a few free vapes. Then last night around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, after hours of mental anguish, I was at the end of my line, if you catch my drift. I needed her compassion more than anything. She screamed at me that she was tired, falling asleep, wanted to be left alone to sleep, and didn't want to deal with me. In other words, this guy was having a breakdown, probably thinking about ending his life, and she's like, I'm fucking tired, asshole. Yeah, she's a real great one. Dude, it's over. I love this woman, can't lose her. Smack. Dude, she doesn't love you. Is this the only chick you ever been with? Clearly this guy's just used to being treated like shit because that's all he knows. She's the sole reason I'm still alive and have what I have today. Have what you have? You have a shitty fucking marriage with a cheating, lying, uncompassionate wife. If you're referring to your kids, I hope they're your kids. I don't know what to do. You need my channel, dude. So I let this sit for 3 days before posting. A few things I forgot to mention since. She says I have to drop my son off for clarification. She believes our son is autistic. And at the center she found out and set up appointments for him is 2 miles from the vape shop. Convenient. Oh, that's sneaky. On one of those days, things happened between them. I'd just gotten home from work. I had about a 75-minute commute to home. And as soon as I get home, she immediately asked me if I'd watch the kids so she could go get a vape. They kissed, tongue and all, then kissed me as soon after she got home. Is this after he found this out or before? I don't know. She says to him, I won't be able to resist you. I've been with this woman for 10 years. I never heard her say that to me. Of course she can resist you because she has no attraction to you, no love, nothing. That died a long time ago. She ever loved you. Maybe she loved you initially because you were going into the military and she probably thought that was romantic. Probably saw an officer and a gentleman one too many times. I don't know. But lost all attraction for you. He says, thank God for Mother Nature coming when she did with my wife. Otherwise, she F's this guy. Dude, if you think that she hasn't already gone all the way with him and had parts in her mouth and other areas, you're out of your mind. She told me she wasn't taking her medicine. Notice at one point she says, I'm taking anxiety medication so I can calm the hell down. We all know she needed to calm down. He complains about her going in for 4 minutes on a Saturday. Myself and the kids were in the parking lot. She made us go there so she could see her boy toy. Again, was this before or after you found out? I'm done with the post. It's already too long. I'm sure I forgot things. I'm an emotional wreck. If you made it this far, thank you for letting me vent. You don't know how much I needed it. So, I'm going to read some of the comments here. In the comment section is either people saying, I'm sorry for you, but you need to end this, or people tearing him a new one for being, well, the way he's being. But there you go, guys. So again, this is why you don't get married before you're in the military or during the military. Wait until you're out, because there's a pattern here with these stories. Does this mean every single girlfriend, fiance, or bride of a military man is going to do this? No, but a hell of a lot do. And furthermore, this guy made the mistake of just making her his whole world. You can't do that. That'd be, in a perfect world, you could have this amazing relationship with your wife, and she's your rock, and you fully trust her and all that. That'd be wonderful. That just is not realistic. And sadly, particularly nowadays, it seems that any guy that treats a woman like a human being with some decency, that kindness is perceived as weakness. And weakness is not respected. And if she doesn't respect you, she doesn't love you. And this guy, I guarantee at the vape shop, is probably a total scumbag, but she has no problem doing all the things that her husband wants to do with him because she's turned on by this guy. So this guy needs to find out his options. I guess he's out of the military now. Talk to a lawyer, find out the options, and not to mention get a paternity test on those kids and go from there. But dude, you stay with her after knowing all this? You think she's going to treat you better? Even if she promises to? No way. It's going to get worse. End of story. Now a few comments. One guy says, number one, this guy says, she's your rock, your world, you don't deserve her. She and the person you love are two different people. You don't really know her. She's full of crap. But if you can't lose her, suck it up and forget about it. Even if she saved your life, even if she gave you her kidneys, you aren't obliged to stick with her lying, cheating BIT. Number one, and then another guy says, number one, get a backbone. Yeah. Number two, hire a lawyer. 3, hire a PI under the supervision of the lawyer. This could help with the divorce to gather evidence. 4, prep the divorce without her knowledge, with only the lawyer knowing to help you out. The marriage is over. I'm sorry, but she's a cheating scumbag. Allow her to think she won and you gave up. You don't want her knowing that you're planning to leave her with absolutely nothing. Yeah. But will this guy do that? It's very hard to say. It's hard to imagine he would at this stage. Some guys just have to go through so much pain and suffering, humiliation, until they wake up and accept reality. It's unfortunate. One more. This guy says, this is awful for you and I'm so sorry, but this is not the person you committed to. This person cheated on you, lied to your face for an extended period of time, took great effort to arrange meetings. That was no mistake, and there was no I wasn't thinking. And to think she's claiming she was uncomfortable the whole time, but she made arrangements to go there voluntarily. He's not picking her up, she's lying to you, and you're going there on her own. Yeah, nobody's forcing her to go or do those things, which I had to speak in code about. Ultimately, she's still lying. I know this feels world-ending, but it is not. It's just very painful. The best thing you can do is pretend that you're not trying to get past it, but talk to a lawyer and start the process of divorce. The relationship cannot recover from this. The trust is gone. Amen. So, hopefully he listens, but we shall see. So I'll be paying attention for an update. And if you guys see an update, or shall I say an update worth recording and commenting on, let me know. If that guy stays with her and just accepts this, I don't want to do this. But if he handles it right, then I will. Alright guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.